Alright, so today I'm going to be making a video about Spinoza because I went out and bought the Ethics like a month ago, a couple weeks ago, something like that. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. So without further ado, let's get on to it. Okay, so basically Spinoza, his whole deal was about God and pantheism. His whole philosophy centers around pantheism and what knowledge we can gain from pantheism and what, I guess, philosophical implications pantheism has on us, which if you're not familiar, pantheism is basically the view that reality and God are synonymous with each other. So reality is just another way of saying God, and God is just another way of saying reality. So, yeah. Anyway, though, in order to center his philosophy around this, Spinoza first wants to demonstrate that God exists, right? Because there's basically no Spinozan philosophy if God doesn't exist, because this whole thing is about God. So basically, in order to demonstrate that God exists, Spinoza, he talks about the Anselm's ontological argument and uses this argument to demonstrate God's existence, which before you, I know, viewer, you're saying the ontological argument is bullshit. Before you comment that, I know, okay? You don't have to say it. I know that the ontological argument is bullshit. I'm just regurgitating his view, basically. So if you're unfamiliar with the ontological argument, specifically Anselm's ontological argument, it's basically the argument that nothing can be imagined that is greater than God because God is the greatest possible thing. So you can't imagine anything greater than the greatest possible thing. And the greatest possible thing, in order to be maximally great, it would have to have the property of existing. So this means that if the greatest possible thing you can imagine is God, then God must exist. So basically, Spinoza uses this argument and to prove God's existence, and then he uses the following argument, which is the thing that I'm about to explain, to demonstrate that reality and God are synonymous. So basically, Spinoza says that if God is maximally great, then his intellect must be maximally great. So therefore, everything that God thinks can be or must be infinite, right? God must think infinitely many things. So therefore, infinitely many things, infinitely many attributes must be contained within God, including the attributes of what we call reality, or the attributes which make up what we call reality. So this means that what we consider to be reality is contained within God. So this means that reality is a part of God, or kind of just an extension of God. So this means that reality and God are kind of synonymous with each other, or if not that, then reality is at least an extension of God. So this is basically how Spinoza proves his pantheist view. And this is what he goes on to center his whole philosophy about. So yeah, without further ado, sorry, I did the intro. That's basically it. So yeah, thank you for watching.